Hey everyone, Dave Silliman here, CEO of Easy Do It Opportunity Funds, also ozfunds.com. I want to kind of go ahead and give my ideas, 5 things, a combination of should and shouldn't do's that the Department of Treasury can do immediately now to be able to help the Opportunity Zone program. So here goes. Number 1, very first thing that the Department of Treasury should do is extend the 5% step up, that 7-year time period. Extend that to December 31st, 2020. What that's going to do is that's going to allow all of those capital gain investors that realized their capital gains on a K1 from real estate transactions last year that have 180 days from the date of December 31st, 2019. So they missed that 5% because they wouldn't have gotten the 7-year hold period. They're only going to get the maximum 6 years, 5-year step up for 10% come 2026. So in this particular case, what we want to do is we want to roll this and extend this to December 31st, 2020. Number 2, increase that 5% step up by an additional 5% for a total of 10%. What that's going to give you is a total of a 20% step up in basis when the tax is due. Number 3, the tax is currently due, tax year 2026. Roll this also to tax year 2027. Giving tax investors in 2020 the ability to get the 7-year period by extending this out to 2031 and getting the total of the 20% step up in basis. And you give it also retroactively to those that put money back in it last year or in the very first year of the program. Number 4, do not touch the 180-day window for the investors. The opportunity funds themselves have got ample time to sit on the money for a little bit before they have to deploy it. Don't extend the 180 days unless you absolutely have to towards the very end if it looks like that 6 months from now isn't going to be enough time to roll out of this coronavirus pandemic. If 6 months from now is going to be enough time, then don't touch it. Give the financial incentives, but still keep the time clock. You've got a massive amount of capital gain investors that have recently exited the stock market. Billions and billions of dollars worth of capital gain investors to be exact. They are all currently on a ticking 180-day time clock. Don't stop that. Just give extra incentives for it. Last but not least, for businesses that are going to be looking at putting people and creating jobs, putting people back to work, relax some of the asset test ratios for those businesses, some of the qualifying tests. Give some business opportunities the ability to take the consideration in now of remote working in some of the asset tests, really look at that and kind of see where we can kind of relax some of this stuff at, which I'm probably going to do another educational video on just in of itself on what my thoughts are on where they can relax this at. But go through those and take into consideration that we're going to have new working environments. We're going to have people that are going to be slow and hesitant, I think, to some degree. So, if we're really going to be putting an encouragement on, hey, extra financial incentives for all that money that's sitting on the sidelines right now, liquid, and we're going to give you an extra deferment tax year period. We're going to extend everything out. We're going to keep you on the time clock, let these businesses get the money in as well into these opportunity funds for both the real estate that's going to need it to continue that, and also for business-based opportunity zone funds to get new hires going, things like that. Allow for, really the consideration that businesses may end up needing to merge with other businesses. We may need to look at and have real discussions within opportunity zones on really what is the defining criteria of now an opportunity zone business, with the potential of so many businesses going under and not being able to survive this financial storm that they're going to be hit with. There may be a lot of opportunities there, is all I'm getting at. I think I'm going to probably, like I said, do another video on it. But for now, these are the 5 things. Just to recap: extend the 5% out to 2020, the end of the year. Extend the 5% up to 10%, so out and up. Roll the tax year by an extra year. Don't touch the 180-day window for the investors. And go through and take a look at relaxing some of the asset test ratios for businesses. Let me know your thoughts. Love to hear your comments on it. Thanks, everyone.
We're living in some unprecedented times. With what we're seeing right now with the COVID pandemic and everything else like that, the massive exodus out of the stock market, extreme capital gains that have been generated, small businesses that are going under left and right, the real estate market that is on an absolute nosedive right now. Through all of this, there's a silver lining and there's an opportunity. And so if you're a business owner and you're watching this, I want to encourage you to give high consideration to setting up an Opportunity Zone fund to help support your business. Even if that means that you need to make some adjustments within the business to be within the Opportunity Zone compliant program. But as a business owner, you're getting ready to see something in the Opportunity Zone arena that hasn't been seen yet before. And that's a massive amount of capital gains. Some of the estimates are over $100 billion in capital gains have exited out of the stock market. And that money, that capital gain money, is sitting on a 180-day clock right now that's ticking in the background. And 180 days is still 6 months down the road. And so when you look at everything that's going on with the time considerations and everything else like that, it's okay that they haven't made a move yet, but they are going to. For those capital gain investors, Opportunity Zone funds offer the only tax shelter, tax protection, tax-free growth vehicle for them, short of them simply paying the capital gains tax. And so with such a short window, a 180-day window, and with such a massive amount of capital gain money coming out of the stock market, which for you as a business owner is a blessing, because it means that these investors are used to looking at businesses first, not real estate. And up until this point, everything in this market space has been all real estate based. But now it's time for the businesses, and the businesses are what creates the long-term impacts, creates the long-term jobs. And so if you're a business right now and you're kind of looking at, hey, what do we do? How do we plan for the next 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2 years down the road? Give extreme consideration to Opportunity Zone funds. We'd love to work with you. We were responsible for setting up the first business-based Opportunity Zone funds in the country. We've subsequently have set up the vast majority of the business-based funds in the country. And we can absolutely help you get your dream and focus and working with your business to get an Opportunity Zone fund set up turnkey for you. I encourage you to reach out to us for more information at www.easydoit.com, where our team is standing by, looking forward to working with you